Right. The topic which we are going to discuss about renal system. Renal system is also known as the urinary system as well as the excretory system. Like urinary system as well as excretory system. Renal system mainly comprises of two kidney pairs, two ureters, urinary bladder and then urethra. Actually, kidneys are very important organs in respect of the metabolical active organs. One of the metabolical active organs in our body is liver, and also kidneys are perform many important functions in the kidney. First of all, we should know what kidney performs in our body and why we are going to discuss the kidneys in detail. So kidney, actually we have two pair of kidneys. We will discuss this detail in later, and then two ureters, and then urinary bladder, and then this opening urethra. So this is renal system as well as urinary system as well as excretory system. So what these kidneys, like this is a kidney and two pair of kidney present in every human body. So these kidney perform many functions. One of its function is excretory function. Excretory function. So first of all, we should know what kidney excretes from your body, from our body. What kidney excrete? So kidney excrete many waste products, including the drugs, as well as we can say toxins, and as well as we can say drugs, toxin, and urea also, and then creatinine, and then so these substances which mainly excreted by the kidney. Drugs, actually from your childhood we take many drugs, and these drugs should not be kept left in your body. It should be eliminated. It should maybe eliminated from the fecal matter and maybe eliminated from the urinary system. So kidney perform one of the main functions in elimination of the drugs as well as toxin and also the urea and creatinine. Here I would like to discuss one important thing regarding the urea and creatinine. As we check the normal function of the kidney, we should check the balance of urea and creatinine in urine. We should perform the test of the urine and check the urea balance and the creatinine level. Actually, whenever the kidney function is disturbed, these levels may be disturbed. So, what is the main thing? What should be the gold standard out of these things, urea or creatinine? So, what should be the gold standard? Yes, Ariba. What should be the gold standard among these two things if there is a known nephropathy or any dysfunction of the kidneys, and the person comes to you and you want to take a urine test? So what will be the gold standard for you? Either you will prefer the urea or you will prefer the creatinine. Yes, creatinine. Why we prefer the creatinine? Actually, creatinine level only increases in the case when the kidney dysfunctions. Only increases in the case when the kidney dysfunction. Urea level may increase in your body in many circumstances. Like if you take the chicken more and more, and then they catabolize in your GIT, and then after GIT, and they will convert it to amino acid, and amino acid catabolize in the urea. So maybe the your kidney performing well function, but urea level may go rise. So the best gold standard for the kidney function estimation should be the creatinine. So these are the excretory products which is excreted by the kidneys. One, drugs, toxin, urea, and creatinine. Another regulatory function of the kidney is regulatory organ. It also acts as a regulatory organ. It also acts as a regulatory organ. One we have seen there is excretory function, and then we have now seen regulatory organ. Like kidney also acts as a regulatory organ. Kidney regulates many things. Like one of the main function or main we can say the hallmark of the kidney is it regulates the water balance. It regulates the water balance. We will see later how the kidney balances the water in your body. And then the next is it also regulates many electrolyte balance. It also regulates electrolyte balance, including the many electrolytes, including sodium, potassium, even the chlorine, and you can say bicarbs, and so on. So, what should be the concentration, the maximum or the minimum or the normal concentration of the sodium, potassium, and chlorine in your body? Every person, every good student should know what are the concentration of these three ions in your body. The sodium concentration in your body is around 135 to 45 milli equivalent per liter, or we can say millimole per deciliter. So on potassium, if you talk about the potassium, it should be the 3.5 to 5.5, and as far as chlorine is concerned, it should be the around 100 milli equivalent per liter. Again, out of these two ions, actually these are the very important ions as far as the body is concerned. Out of these two ions, sodium or potassium, we should prefer the potassium, because a little fluctuation, either increase in the potassium or decrease in the potassium, may lead to very serious consequences from your body. So these also, it also regulates acid base balance. It also regulates acid base balance. So these main regulations performed by the kidney, one is the water balance, electrolyte balance, and acid base balance. These are the two functions performed by the kidney: regulatory functions as well as excretive functions. Kidney also perform another function, and it acts as an endocrine function or endocrine organ. Kidney releases many hormones and act as an endocrine. Actually, I am not talking about the suprarenal gland, which is adrenal gland. I am not talking about this gland. Actually, kidney itself releases many hormones, and these hormones including renin. One is renin. Renin actually control the intrafluid or intrablood of the intrarenal blood. And another is, we can say, oxygen. Actually, renin is known intrarenal blood. And these are the prostaglandins. Prostaglandins released by the kidney, and these control the intrarenal blood intra-outflow. And then there is the erythropoietin. It indirectly controls the formation of the blood. Actually, it stimulates the cells of the bone marrow, and then in the bone marrow we know that blood is formation, hematopoiesis is over there. And then the last one is the renin. Renin is very important hormone. Actually, renin convert angiotensin into angiotensin 1 and then angiotensin 2. And angiotensin 2 perform many functions. Actually, this work as the control of the blood pressure. It also acts as stimulate the sympathetic system, and also act as a constriction or venous or artery constriction. So these are the main hormones. We will see these physiology in detail later. But first of all, we should discuss the regulatory organs, regulatory function of the kidney, water balance, electrolyte balance, which are very important, and then the excretory function. Actually, these are the counter functions which must be known, that kidney performs these main two actively functions, regulatory as well as excretory. Besides these three organs, kidney also acts as active metabolic organ. Another function is performed by the kidney is metabolic function. Actually, kidney also acts as an active metabolic organ. What it does, it activates inactive form of vitamin D into active vitamin D. Actually, all of you know, this is skin, and skin synthesizes vitamin D as sunlight across the skin. And then the substance form which is known as polycalciferol, So this substance is inactive. Polycalciferol is inactive. So polycalciferol passes from the liver and converts into the 25 hydroxyl polycalciferol. Actually, on the position of the 25th position, one hydroxyl group is added on the polycalciferol, so it will become the 25 hydroxyl polycalciferol. So this is still inactive. Ultimately, this substance passes from the kidney cells. Actually, there is a proximal convoluted tubule, and the cells of the proximal convoluted tubule ultimately convert the 25 hydroxyl polycalciferol into 125 hydroxyl polycalciferol. Actually, there is an enzyme alpha-1 hydroxylase. Alpha-1 hydroxylase enzyme which add the hydroxyl group of at position number 1. So this is active form. This is vitamin D. So kidney perform main metabolic function in conversion of the inactive vitamin D into the vitamin D. So in a nutshell, what kidney perform? Kidney perform one is the regulatory functions, including water balance, electrolyte balance, and acid balance. And another function performed by the kidney is excretory function. We excrete the waste product like drug, toxin, urea, creatinine. And as well as endocrine functional concern, it releases the hormone prostaglandins, erythropoietin, and renin. Now erythropoietin, how erythropoietin works? Actually, in the proximal convoluted tubules, or we can say peritubular cell, there is an endothelial cell. There is an endothelial cell and peritubular cells. In endothelial cells, there are special proteins. There are special proteins which are sensors of the oxygen level. Whenever the blood passes from the kidney, and these sensors detect the concentration of the oxygen. If the concentration of oxygen is much high, or we can say the sufficient, then this stimulate the intracellular signaling and switch off the genes which is activating the erythropoietin. So the erythropoietin concentration will decrease in the body. But whenever the circumstances, if the blood level is low and the RBC's concentration are low, so if the RBC's amount or the concentration is low in the blood, so there should be the low level of oxygen power, oxygen saturation. So if these are more stimulated by the oxygen, they will stimulate these genes, and these genes are stimulated by this intracellular signaling and then producing the hormone which is erythropoietin. And then erythropoietin released in the blood and ultimately go to the bone marrow, and then where it started the formation of the blood, hemopoiesis. So erythropoietin indirectly participate in the formation of the blood. So these are the three organs which is produced by the kidney. Another last function which is metabolic function, that is vitamin D conversion into vitamin D. Actually, it synthesize the folic acid flow which is inactive and then converted by an enzyme which is by the liver into 25 hydroxyl folic acid flow. And ultimately this substance is go to the proximal convoluted tubule converted to the 125 hydroxyl folic acid flow, which is done by the alpha-1 hydroxylase enzyme. So these are the main functions performed by the kidney. Later on we will see what is the vasculature and what is the anatomy of the kidney, and then ultimately we will discuss the regulatory function of the kidney. Thank you.